Welcome back to Beyond the Page, your favorite corner of the internet, where indie stories shine. Here, bookish adventures are a weekly ritual, celebrating the phenomenal storytelling that stays with us long after the final chapter. Now today, we're swerving in a whole not-so-new direction. It's a full-on detour from our current A Trial of Thorns series. We're getting cozy with a book that is equal parts charming, sass, and criminal in the absolute best way. We're reading The Sweetest Getaway by Sasha Preston. It's a hilarious, high-energy heist rom-com. And trust me, you're going to want to pack this one for your next escape. Jennifer's story is all about her journey. A good girl who is unexpectedly dragged into a money-making scheme by her roommate and a group of semi-pro criminals. The book captures that thrilling moment when Jennifer realizes that stepping into this life of mischief might just be the glow-up she never knew she needed. It has a fun, lighthearted vibe, like Ocean's 8, but with simpler storytelling and a focus on friendship. But first, before we crack open the chapter, we need to do what we always do around here when we feature a book on BTP. It's time for the first impression test. For our new listeners, this is our quick ritual. If you saw The Sweetest Getaway in a bookshop or scrolling online, would you stop and say, okay, wait, what's this? Let's break it down category by category. We'll be looking at its title, cover, and blurb. For the title, it was an immediate pass. When I first saw it, I thought, ooh, this sounds like a lovely travel book. And then my husband, who never notices these things, glanced over and said, now that's a catchy title. So yes, it passed the title vibe check with flying colors. Let's move on to the cover. It's adorable, vibrant, and playful. It doesn't do too much, and yet tells you everything you need to know. That is a cover design win. And finally, the blurb. Let me read it for you now. They'll need the sweetest getaway ever to escape this mess. Jennifer used to be a wholesome daydreamer who'd never broken a law in her life. Then her bold roommate, Nari, ropes her into a money-making scheme that isn't exactly legal. To Jennifer's shock, stealing from bad guys is actually fun, but their joyride comes crashing down when someone tips off the cops. Now, Jennifer and Nari must team up with a crew of seasoned criminals for one daring heist that could set them up for life or land them behind bars. Add in a charming stranger who tempts Jennifer's heart, and suddenly her double life is more complicated than ever. Can she find a happily ever after that doesn't include an orange jumpsuit? There's only one way to find out. Time for the verdict. That blurb eats. It hooks, teases, and sells. We get character setup, conflict, stakes, and just enough excitement to make you click add to cart. So yeah, a full first impression pass across the board. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Let me know your verdict. Slide into our DMs or find the show on TikTok and weigh in. Did The Sweetest Getaway pass your first impression test? Now, the real reason we're here. Let's dive into the excerpt. In this episode, I'll be reading from chapter 19, the moment where Jennifer's girl next door life officially gets hijacked by the thrill of a life of crime. This is where her transformation starts to take root. After the reading, I'll be back with some commentary on what makes this scene so good. Let's hit play on the excerpt. Jennifer arrived at the police station about 20 minutes ahead of schedule in case Freddie cut out early for the day. She glanced in the mirror and adjusted her wig of long, tightly coiled black curls. She was heavily made up so that her face appeared longer and her cheekbones higher. Even though it was strange looking nothing like herself, she couldn't help but feel like she looked like an international pop star. Ava, she mouthed to herself in the mirror. She looked ahead toward the police station and tried to distract herself by people watching as officers came and went. She even got to see an officer enter with someone in handcuffs. This was going to be a walk in the park, Jennifer reminded herself. She'd gotten some great tips from the heist masters. Plus, they'd be with her the whole time in her earpiece. The beauty of modern technology. She reached up to adjust the device. Uh-oh, she froze. Both of her ears were bare. Had she taken the earpiece out and put it somewhere? She started to search the car, the pockets of her purse, the center console, the glove compartment, even the cup holders. It was gone. She started to panic. She pulled out her phone to text the heist chat group on her encrypted app. "Help team," she typed quickly. "Earpiece missing." Her phone buzzed. "Oh, Jennifer," Nadi wrote back. "There's no time to replace it. You can do it. Stay strong, be empathetic, and be yourself." Jennifer gulped. A chill went down her neck. She could feel her arm hairs standing up straight. She texted Nari back, "I've got this." More to fortify herself than to reassure Nari, she added a muscle flexing emoji. Her phone buzzed again. It was a picture of her comic book hero, Amina Keita. Another message came through from Nari. "Found your selfie on my phone." Jennifer couldn't stop herself from grinning. She could see movement out of the corner of her eye. Looking up, she suddenly noticed Freddie emerging and walking toward his plain silver sedan. Well, there he is, folks. She turned on her car and readied herself to follow him. If comic book hero Amina Keita could rise the ranks in ancient African kingdoms as a woman, Jennifer could easily tap into her gaming days and tail an officer. Jennifer chuckled to herself. She had never followed anyone in her car, let alone a police officer. She kept an actual bucket list, and this was definitely not on it. Could I get arrested for this? Her pulse quickened. She tapped a rhythm on the steering wheel as she waited for Freddie to exit the parking lot. He was hesitating, but it wasn't clear why. Maybe he was messing with his cell phone. She tightened her seatbelt. She would give anything to be relaxing in a Nordic hot spring with Amir and the team right now. They'd all be toasting a job well done and snacking on a bowl of juicy berries. Her eyes refocused on the present. She breathed in deeply, counted for a few seconds, then followed him. He could be driving anywhere. She might even have to get out and follow him on foot. He drove quickly and erratically, passing cars and weaving in and out of lanes. It was hard to keep a good distance and still see where he was going. She dug her fingernails into the steering wheel and squinted hard to focus. She knew she could do this. They stopped at a traffic light with another car in between them. All right, this is going well so far, Jennifer thought, sighing deeply. Freddie was probably lost in thought, especially driving the way he was. He couldn't possibly have noticed her. Finally, he turned into a shop and safe parking lot. He gets this wild for groceries? She pulled in behind him. This would be perfect. She chatted with other shoppers at the grocery store all the time. This was totally within her wheelhouse. The grocery store had blinding white lights and played easy listening music from the early 2000s. Jennifer felt at ease immediately. She couldn't help but start to sing along under her breath. No prohibition against that, right? She tried not to dance. That would be too flashy. Dressed up in his police uniform, Freddie was wheeling his cart toward the produce section. Jennifer chose a handheld basket for convenience. Threading her arm through the metal handles, she followed him. He was examining bananas. She approached him. "You know, I really like the organic bananas here," she said in a friendly tone. "They're only 5 cents more, and I swear you can taste the difference." He looked up in surprise, softening as his eyes met hers. "I've never tried organic bananas before." He set down his regular bananas and picked up a bunch of organic ones. "I'll have to give them a shot. You won't be disappointed." And because she couldn't help herself, she added, "You know, bananas originated in Southeast Asia thousands of years ago. People couldn't get enough of them. They spread through ancient trade routes to India and Africa, where they grew like weeds and became complete staples." He chuckled, a charmed look on his face. "Thank you for that. I'll be sure to remember that the next time I eat a banana. Do you come here often?" "Always. I should get a shop and save punch card for all the butter lettuce I buy here," she said naturally. It was the truth. "I'm here all the time too," he replied, his eyes shining. "You've got great energy. I can't believe I didn't notice you before." "You're too kind," she said. "I'm surprised we haven't crossed paths before. What's your name?" "I'm Freddie," he said. "What's yours?" Heat rushed to her face. She cleared her throat nervously. "Ava." "That's a beautiful name," he said. "Thank you." She straightened her posture. "Have you been in Omaha for a while?" "All my life," he explained. "I always thought I'd be gone by now, but that Midwestern charm draws you back in." "I know the feeling. The place becomes a part of you. Sometimes a city puts roots into you. Life wouldn't make sense somewhere else." Although she was riffing, Jennifer couldn't help but feel there was some truth to it for herself. Freddie fixed his gaze on her. He seemed fully entranced. She decided to shift gears and dive into her rehearsed backstory. Tell me that Excerpt wasn't an absolute delight. You know, that it was awesome. And I'm not just gushing about my first Excerpt. As a devoted fantasy enthusiast who thrives on elaborate magic systems, beguiling prophecies, and morally gray warlords, I have to say, this was a refreshing change. Let's talk about why this scene works so well. First off, the dialogue was clean and very natural. It didn't try too hard and was still able to tell us so much. You learn about Jennifer not through exposition dumps, but by watching her move, react, spiral a little, and second guess just enough to still be relatable. And then there's that pacing. Sasha didn't waste your time. From the moment we meet Jennifer in front of the police station, the tension builds in that quiet, oh no, this could so easily go wrong kind of way. And that's where the fun is. Jennifer's internal monologue gives us the perfect peek into her mindset. And we can see that she's terrified and thrilled. And as a reader, you're right there with her whispering, girl, what are you thinking? But also, yes, you've got this. Now let's talk about Fred from our excerpt. The setup, a rookie criminal eyeing a cop she's supposed to be researching for a heist, is such a smart play. It adds tension, and most importantly, it gives us a slow burn subplot we can root for, even if we know it's probably going to go off the rails later. That balance of heart and imminent disaster is what makes this excerpt and book a winner. I love the books where I'm smiling 1 second, cringing the next, and then holding my breath when our main characters eventually decide to pivot their strategy on the fly. Which is how I picture this going. It's honestly where the fun lives. And in a fictional world filled with predictable plots and heavy werewolf alpha obsession, fun is wildly underrated. So if you're in the mood for something charmingly criminal, then The Sweetest Getaway absolutely belongs on your nightstand, your beach tote, or your next in-line reading list. You can grab a copy of The Sweetest Getaway by Sasha Preston on Amazon. Or, if you want to test the waters first, sign up using the link in the episode notes to get a free preview of the first chapter. And hey, if you're an indie author with a book you think belongs on this show, hit that submission form in the show notes. I'd love to check it out. Huge thanks to Sasha Preston for trusting me with The Sweetest Getaway. I had an absolute blast reading and riffing on this criminal delight. That's a wrap on this week's special edition of Beyond the Page, my dears. Thanks for tuning in, for supporting Indie Reads, and for showing up for stories that deserve the spotlight. Until next time, don't steal stuff unless it's hearts. Catch you on our next excursion, right here on Beyond the Page.